I mean, looking back now, the last 3 years has been very, very difficult. And so we all were curious, what type of Germany we're going to see. And overall, I think it was a good performance, a bit unlucky, obviously, if you lose against France with an own goal. It's not a nice thing to do, but we saw a game pretty open, both sides, very few chances. The midfield battle was highly interesting. If you look at Kroos, Gündogan battling with Kanté and especially with Pogba, that was super interesting to watch. Overall, I was just missing a little bit on the German side, a bit of decisiveness, more determination to get more chances. I mean, just more opportunities. And here and there, we got to force them, through set pieces or any kind of opportunities, even shots outside the box, which we haven't seen any of those. And that's why you end up not scoring a goal. And if you give away one, then obviously you have 0 points now to start the group with.
Craig, lots of hype coming into this one. Did it live up to it?
Listen, I think the springs have gone in this chair.
I think Nickel was in it last.
Who was in this chair yesterday? Nickel. I'm going to just fold into it in a minute.
Yeah, maybe that's a reflection of you and not the chair.
Oh well, I wasn't on it yesterday.
Good game, yeah, even for the neutral? Especially for the neutral?
Well, it was always going to be. I think it was always going to be a good game. But no, I think Germany were better than I thought they were going to be. I think France were always going to try and lure Germany in a little bit to get them higher up the field so that they could utilise that ball in behind. And that was how it sort of transpired. And Jurgen's right. I think for Germany, disappointed not to get anything out of the game. But I think with that amount of possession in those areas, not to work Lloris enough or put enough good balls across the box. I know Varane and Kimpembe are two big, strong centre-halves that are going to command high balls in. But, if you're whipping it in with a bit more pace and a little bit lower, they didn't really do that. But, the French were just... I always felt the French were in a little bit of cruise control here. First game, let's not do anything stupid. Let's just keep our shape and then utilise our guys from the midfield to front. And I just think they'll only get better as the competition goes on. But if Germany play like that, they should win the next two games, even though Portugal are no mugs.
Germany go down in the 20th minute. They have 70 minutes to chase this game. Did they do enough for you in those 70 minutes, Don?
I think they did. I think they played really well. It was just the top end of the pitch, only one shot on target. But in midfield, as Jurgen said, they were really competitive. I thought Toni Kroos in midfield at times dominated. Likewise, Paul Pogba when he had a little bit of possession. So it was one of them games where you look at Germany, you think, can they improve? They certainly can. The only problem is, once Timo Werner come on the pitch, you're thinking, right, there's a bit of excitement, a bit of legs. The trouble for Timo Werner was the French side went a little bit deep, so there was no spaces for him to run in behind. And he then particularly didn't have a good game, so he might be best off starting, as it is for Chelsea. Because when he plays for Chelsea, he's a conundrum to watch. He's a hard one to get a handle on because his finishing's poor, his confidence is really low, but the amount of good runs he makes for his teammates is incredible. But when the French team, like today, defended really deep, there's no space for him to run. So Germany for sure can improve. And then the more the game went on, when Germany were taking more chances and committing bodies forward, you thought this is where France are going to be strong. And then the last, 10 minutes, 2 goals disallowed?
Look at the difference in the front, right? Germany have always had good front guys, but look at the difference in the French front three and the German front three and then off the bench. Thomas Muller is usually playing off and around Robert Lewandowski. Serge Gnabry plays generally wide for Bayern and on one side and Coleman on the other. And the two players that one of them Don mentioned, and Kai Havertz, Timo Werner's come off the bench but hasn't had a great season. And the other starter is Kai Havertz. And now his sort of goal in the Champions League has papered over the fact he actually didn't have a very good season.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.